Which brings us, boys, it's time. Actionable info. Beautiful cash considerations, listeners. It's time for one total, one side, and one prop. Oh, the dulcet tones is when you know you're cashing tickets, baby. I mean, doesn't it just feel good when you don't even just hit a pick, you fucking nail a pick?
Yeah.
I told you that Titans were rolling the Dolphins. I knew it with every fiber of my being. I said, play them 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 8. I should have played them up to, what was it? They won by like 20 some points.
27.
We had them as the official show pick, laying 10 points, even though it was a 3.5 point spread. We hit plus 215. That one felt good. That one felt right. But even with that, Dave still led the way. He has been chugging here in one total, one side, one prop. You can hear him talking props each and every day. Weekdays on Bostonian versus the Book. Just check wherever you find your podcast. Check out the Twitter handle as well. Check him out, and you get actionable info each and every day with him and Matt Peralt. Now, CH, I believe we hit the trio perfecta parlay. I don't have the numbers in front of me. Do you have the statistics on us hitting our secret parlay yet again?
I do. So this is the fourth time this season that we've hit our secret parlay, which is, you go to Starbucks and they got all this extra shit that's not on the menu. It's a secret menu. Well, we've got our own secret menu here, right? The cash consideration secret menu. So for the fourth time this year, I hit my side. Dave hit his total and Newbie hit his prop. For the fourth time this year, this past week was our biggest payout yet at a plus 1048 for the hit. So if you bet all that combination all season long, you'd be up 19 units on the year. Come on, guys.
Solid.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
All that, plus we got the polka music. I mean, what else could you ask for?
We put 3 of our brains together, and it almost makes a whole brain. Carl's side, Dave's totals, my props, money. Cash them. So, Dave, it looks like you're going to be batting leadoff for us, fresh off of Big Ben's retirement. One total, one side, one prop, one consig. And there's only one Vegas Dave, and that's the real Vegas Dave. What do you got for the folks this week, Dave?
Good mention. I forgot to read. I
thought you'd like that one.
Yeah,
I
nice.
got you.
I like that. So for the side, I've been going back and forth with a couple. Kansas City's going to destroy Denver minus 10, but I'm not going to use that one. I still think the Steelers are going to cover. Not using that one. Since he has flipped to the favorite, they're going to destroy Cleveland. I really want to use that one, but I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the Houston Texans plus the points against Tennessee. Okay. This is not one that will be on anybody's radar.
No,
not at all.
I just threw up in
my head. You got to look up the number.
Yeah. It's plus 10.5 right now. You can get 11, maybe a couple places, but it's plus the points at home. Okay. Here's why. Tennessee has the 1 seed. All right. And if you've ever stood over a putt of 6 feet when you're really good putter and you're really pucker up tight and go, all I got to do is knock this in. I should make this every time. Sometimes it lips out. I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm saying they got to go down there and get a win to hold on to this 1 seed. They ain't looking to win by 10, by 20. I mean, they want to win. They want to get it comfortable. But this has backdoor written all over it. This has just win by, it's 27-20, something like that, where, Houston is competitive, but not really in the game to win. That's my side. Those other ones I really like. Cincinnati's definitely going to be Cleveland. That's my real favorite one, but I'm going to give you the Houston one because it's a dog in any game anybody looking at. Total, this one was really tough for me because there's so many games that I think are really like shit games where they're really difficult. But I got one of the competitive games is San Francisco and the Rams, and I'm going under in that game. All right. That's going to be like a playoff game. The only thing that gets us over is multiple turnovers by either quarterback. Jimmy G ain't playing. So I don't think so. As of right now, recording on Tuesday, you guys listening Tuesday night, Wednesday, obviously pay attention. If Jimmy G somehow, gets fixed and plays in the game, maybe that might alter the total a little. But I think they play this really close to the vest. They play both good defensively. I don't know how in the hell San Francisco covered that big number last week against Houston. I think this game stays under the total. I believe 44.5 is probably the best number we could get. So we'll go under the 44.5 there. For the prop, hard to come up with props again on Tuesday when we record it, but I found this one on the DraftKings app. Cooper Kupp and Deebo Samuel over 199.5 combined receiving yards in that game. All right. That's kind of a hedge and kind of in a game where I think the total is going to be under. I'm taking these receivers over only because on the damn prop on there, they don't let you bet under. I would bet under, but all right. The yes is plus 110. So I'm going to go over that because as we talked about today on Bostonian versus the book, Cooper Kupp has a chance to set the record for NFL receiving yards in a season at 135. I think they're going to try to feed him, but they got to stay within the game script. And Deebo is going to get a lot of opportunity to do stuff in that game. I don't think you have to rely on Cooper Kupp to get it all. I think Deebo's going to get over 100. So I think we're good. So that's my one side is the Houston Texans with maybe a 2-team parlay. Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to throw 2 in there because it's the last game of the season, last week of the season. We're going to go
literally no rules.
Yeah. Like two sides. We're doing that. That's what we're doing. Cincinnati and Houston Texans, two games, one parlay. We'll call one parlay sides. Total is the San Francisco and the Rams game under the 44.5. The prop is kind of a hedge, and I leave the props to you guys. You guys are much better at the props than I because I don't really do the research on them as much as I probably should. Deebo and Cooper Kupp over 199.5 combined receiving yards. Back to you, sir.
And anytime that we talk about props, you always remind people that you fucking hated them, like in the book. Like, let me set my totals, let me set my sides, let the fucking nerds worry about these props. So the nerds have worried about the props. We got your back, man.
Thank you.
So we got the totals, we got the sides, we got the props. I'll go next. CH will clean up here for us. For my total, I'm going back to the tout side of things. I'm looking at this Broncos and Chiefs game. And I look at this Broncos team total at 16.5. I mean, Denver looks as dead can be. Now, on the season, they're averaging 19 points per game, which is good for the 24th worst in the NFL. And if you look at their last 5 games, they've only scored over 13 points one time, and that was against the Lions when the Lions were coming off of their big Super Bowl when they finally got the monkey off of their back. So, that was the one time that they were able to eclipse 13 points, and that was in the last 5 weeks here. I don't think the Broncos are scoring over 16.5 points in this game. I think they might score 10 if they're lucky. So I'll lay minus 110 on a total to go under 16.5 on the Broncos team total, and I think that's moving. So we'll see if I'm right on Sunday, but I would play it if you're listening now sooner rather than later. That's one that I personally have bet myself. The side for me, now, don't fall out of your chairs, guys. I mean, do the Colts care if they win by 100 or they win by 1? It's win and they're in. And the Colts, they might be 10-6 against the spread, but their margin of victory on the season is only 6.3 points. Now, hurting my pick a little bit is they were road favorites one time this year. They won the game by 31 points. So, maybe they get up for a road game, but I just think they're content with getting out of Jacksonville with their first win since 2014. Give me the Jags plus 16.5. You got to choke down some vomit to play that side, but it's worth it there. I'll take the Jags getting the 16. It's 15. It's you can find it. I'm guessing by game time, it'll probably be around 16.5. So give me the Jags graded at 16. And for my prop, I love this play. Like, this is my favorite play of the week again. The Eagles-Cowboys game got flexed onto Saturday. It's going to be 27 degrees in a game that doesn't mean shit, basically, to either team. There's some seeding, but it's not a win and in game. And you look at all the COVID cases for the Eagles. We don't know who's even going to be playing. I think Dave made the case this is an under game. So rather than play the game under and lay some points to do it, I'm going to be taking the neither in the race to 25 points. I don't think either team gets over 25 points in this game. It's plus 125.
Love it.
I did a little history on this. The last 2 times that these teams played in Philadelphia late in the year, so you're looking at cold weather. One of them was a 9-degree game that I was at. There was a 17-9 Eagles win, and before that in 2017, it was a 6-0 Dallas win. When these games don't mean anything, they're divisional games. We don't know who's playing. I don't think either teams get over 25 points. Give me neither in the race to 25 plus 125. The side, we're fading Wentz, Jacksonville. We're taking the 16 points in the total. Ain't no way Denver's scoring 16.5 points. Take the under on Denver's team total. That is my total side and my prop. Boom. Felt good, boys, right there. CH, what do you got for the folks? Let's end the year strong.
Yeah, I'm going big again. You know, I tried to go big last week and didn't go very big, but I'm going big this week, and I'm going to hit this one.
I like it.
So get your pens out, get your apps out, get ready to place these bets. Here we go. First of all, I'm going with what I know. I don't care who says what about what happens in Miami. Doesn't matter. Patriots -7.
Bang.
That's enough about that.
Done.
My total, I was very tempted to go with the 2 total thing again, like I did last week. I should have listened to Dave when he said the Giants game over. I'm listening to you this week. I'm not taking the Giants game over. I am, however, going to take the Bears and Vikings game over. Nobody gives a shit about this game. It's 44.5. It's a pretty decent number, but you know, the second half of these games, nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to tackle. I don't care who's playing. They're going to go over. So Chicago and Minnesota over 44.5. Now my prop. I thought about this one long and hard, and I'm going in the same game prop here. Following Newbie's lead from last week because I think it's friggin' brilliant. Who did you take last week? Tennessee plus 10, right?
10, yeah, minus 10.
Alternate, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. That was our biggest prop hit of the year at plus 215, right?
Yes.
So what did I do? I looked at the Patriots game and says, how do I beat plus 215? Very simple. I take the Patriots -15 at plus 220. Bam!
Whoa.
Gonna come in with the biggest prop hit of the year in the last week of the year. So, by the way, I was very tempted at plus 2,800 to take the Raiders and Chargers in a tie at plus 2,800.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that would have been fun. So I'm going Patriots -7, Bears, Vikings over 44.5, and Patriots -15 at plus 220. Hit all 3 of those bets. It's going to pay out at plus 2,100.
Oh, damn.
Whew.
Get it now. Get it now while you can.
There we go. That is 1 total, 1 side, and 1 prop. 18 weeks of me screaming in your motherfucking ear. It's Cousin Cooter, and I'll be back for the playoffs. Don't you forget it. This has been the most rootin', tootin' football segment this year. Coming to a close.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.